Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video, I'm going to be showing y'all my updated makeup routine. This is my everyday go-to. I don't wear makeup every day, but whenever I do, I wear this. I pretty much just use the same makeup routine for everything. Long-awaited makeup tutorial is here. I have already prepped my face to start doing my makeup, but I will say the most important part of my routine to get my makeup to stay longer, for my face to look hydrated and glowy, is to prep my face. My current prep routine is to double cleanse my face. I've been using the Matcha and Mint Bad Habit cleanser, and then following that I'll wash my eyelash extensions, especially if I've worn makeup the day before. I really will just take off any excess makeup or powder that I had on my lashes that I didn't know I had before or possibly slept in. It's also one of the most important things to do whenever you're maintaining your eyelash extensions. And then for actual skincare, I've been keeping it to a minimum but making sure that my face is still getting hydrated. I start with the Tatcha melting eye cream. I lightly pat / rub it into my eye area, and then following that I'm going to be using the Weleda Skin Food Ultra Rich Cream. It basically acts as a primer, but I still will go in with the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. Those two together are a magical combo on how I get my skin to look so glowy and dewy throughout the day, and for my makeup to stay on and look as good as possible for as long as possible. And once I've done my skin prep, then we are here where we can finally get started with our makeup. What do I start with? Every time I try to film one of these, I forget what I do. Sorry guys, I gotta dampen my beauty blender. I'm like nervous. I've never filmed one of these before. I have literally filmed like 3 of these before. I think I do my makeup a little out of order from how I've seen other people do their makeup routine, but that's the fun part about makeup. You can do different steps and use different products and still achieve a good makeup look. I start with foundation, so I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna take this flat brush. I'm almost out of this foundation, but I'm using the Dior Backstage foundation. This is in the shade 1C, and I'm just gonna do like 4 little droplets. I like to use a lighter coverage foundation. I really only use foundation to kind of color correct and also for seamless blending whenever I'm doing concealer and bronzer and contour and all of that shit. I'm just patting it in on my face, add a little bit of color, but nothing too crazy. I'm gonna take a little bit more. It's on its deathbed. I'm just gonna blend it onto my neck as well so that the colors match whenever I do the rest of my makeup. I'm getting ready right now to go thrifting. I haven't been in 2 years. And whenever I used to go thrifting, I would go early in the morning. I'm hoping it's not too frantic because LA traffic sucks, especially around this time. But it is a Monday. Maybe we can finesse. Next I'm gonna go, oh, nope. Next I'm gonna take this Danessa Myricks, ew, look at that, cream contour. This is in the shade Light 2. Honestly, I like this contour. I'm also taking the Morphe M523 brush. It's just a random brush. I don't think that this is even for what I'm doing. I'm going to blend it in over the spots that I usually do contour, just so that it sticks a little bit better and it'll last longer throughout the day. I'm on the hunt for a new cream contour right now. I also have the Charlotte Tilbury one. I feel like a lot of cream contours make me look orange. Don't get me wrong, even though it always looks bad at first, it ends up coming together, but I just feel like I could find a cream contour that just looks good and it just looks good. I don't have to do anything extra to make it match or look good in real life, you know? So I'm just gonna blend it out. It's okay if it's a little bit harsh because I haven't done my concealer yet and it's gonna make up for it. Now I'm gonna go in with concealer. I use a combination of 2. I'm gonna start with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade, I don't know, because it's, you know when you've had a makeup product for so long that you can't read anything on it anymore? That's this one. I'm pretty sure this is in the shade Fair, but I'm gonna do a few dots of this on the inner corner and the outer corner. And then I'm gonna do my chin and my nose. This is a thicker concealer and it's definitely more full coverage. Most everyone has tried this concealer before, so y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I use a combination of 2, because this one is the one that I primarily use. It's the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer in the shade 1.5 inch. It's a lighter / medium coverage, and it's also a different shade, so I kind of just like to use a little combination of the 2 to achieve what I'm trying to. I'm gonna do it right here under my contour and then a little on my forehead. I need to clean all of my brushes and beauty blenders, fair warning. I'm gonna be taking my Morphe M173 brush. I don't know what this brush is for, but I use it to blend in my under eye area. And while I'm looking up, we're just going to pat, pat, pat until I feel like it's blended in enough. This makes a huge difference in doing your makeup. I had used a beauty blender for my under eye area for like 5 to 6 years, and then I started using this and it immediately made a huge difference. So if you're on the fence on trying it, I definitely recommend it myself. It's all just memories. For the rest of my concealer, I'm just gonna use a damp beauty blender. Voila! The sliding is so bad. Does this help? No. Not at all. Dark tan, I just popped a dark tan. Why am I getting ready in white? But before it starts creasing, I'm gonna bake. Even before doing my bronzer, it makes such a big difference. I'm using this Airspun loose face powder, and I'm taking a beauty blender. I use a dry one. I don't have a baking technique. I don't even know if I do it right. I just pack powder in one area and I call that baking. But I'm pretty sure that's what baking is, you know? I don't know. I don't think I actually know how to do makeup. I think I just go off a bunch of things that I've learned as I've grown up, and that makes up my makeup routine. I wouldn't take my advice on baking because, again, I'm not quite sure how it's actually supposed to be done, but this is what my face looks like after. Now, while my face is baking, I'm gonna go in with bronzer. I'm using this brush. It's just a powder brush. It's from this collection, like Sonia Kashuk. I'm using the Dior Forever Natural Bronze Bronzer in the shade Amber Tone. I'm just gonna pack on the areas that I had already previously contoured with the cream contour. Whenever I do my cheekbones, I blend upwards. It wipes off my bake a little bit, but honestly, not mad about it. And then I'm especially gonna do my neck so that my face matches. And then my personal favorite part, I'm using this Real Techniques brush. I'm not sure what it's called. Yes, I do. I'm using this deluxe crease brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to go under my nose like this. And then I'm gonna go on the sides of my nose where the powder isn't. I kind of use the powder as a template for where I need to put my bronzer. And I bring it all the way up to my eyebrow area, and then we're gonna go down, snatched. Like, this actually looks really good. I'm not gonna lie, like, okay, nose job. And then I just take a random skinny brush. This is from e.l.f. It's a small smudge brush. You're supposed to use this for eyeliner. I'm gonna use it for my nose. I'm just gonna draw a line on the top. Whenever you do this, you don't have to follow your actual nose shape. You can create your own, which I'm not the person to ask to do that because I really don't know. I'm not that good at makeup, guys, but there's a bunch of tutorials on YouTube if you do want to figure out. Also, everyone's nose is different, so what works for mine and what works for someone else might not work for you. That's the fun part about makeup. You get to experiment and figure out what looks good on your face shape because we all have different faces. We all have unique features. I think that's my favorite part about makeup. I'm gonna use the same powder that I baked with, and I'm gonna put some on the tip of my nose, and then I'm also gonna do it on the bridge. I use a lot of powder. I don't know if that's bad, but my makeup does stay for quite a while, so maybe I am doing something right. This is the fun part. We're gonna do our eyebrows. I feel like this is the biggest change that I do whenever I do my makeup, or it makes the biggest difference. I'm also really bad at explaining it. Let's see how this goes. I've been using an eyeshadow for my eyebrows. I used to use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown. I just stopped using it like a week ago and switched to only eyeshadow, only because it's faster. The eyeshadow that I've been using is this Morphe 9R Bronze Metal eyeshadow palette. I also use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dual End Brush. I've broke this a countless amount of times. I mean, obviously you can tell it's in 2 parts. I'm just gonna use this dark brown eyeshadow color. Oh, fuck, how do I explain this? I'm gonna explain it really quick and then I'm just gonna do it because I can't multitask while doing my eyebrows. It's also the part that takes me the longest. Long story short, all I do is start from here to like the middle of my eyebrow where the arch is, and I'm going to make hair-like strokes using the eyeshadow in this brush. And then once I get towards the end, I'm just going to create a tail. So I'm gonna do this really quick and then I'll show y'all a side-by-side difference. The way I did it today is a little bit thinner than I'm used to, but I'm not really mad about it. Let's make it thicker though. This is a bad example, but here it is before I conceal. On to the next. It might be fun to do a little like natural makeup look soon and try to do like more natural brows and use less products or use only creams rather than foundation and baking and all of that, and just to see how it looks. I feel like I've never really given like natural looking makeup a fair shot. That's just another video idea, I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments, but I like how this eyebrow looks, and this is usually my eyebrow that won't cooperate. I like this one. I'm gonna take my Dior concealer and I'm gonna take a flat brush and we are going to conceal under. Whatever excess I have on the brush from the bottom, I'm gonna use on the top. This is a Morphe M210 brush. This is how they look. It's not my best eyebrow day, but it looks a lot better in person. The camera's not doing it justice. Just trust the process. If you don't like my eyebrows, well, I mean, I don't know. There are thickums today. I think that's what it is. I did them really fucking thick. We are almost done with our makeup, believe it or not. I'm gonna take the same color eyeshadow in the same brush that I did my eyebrows with, and we're gonna do our eyeliner. Pretty simple and easy explanation. I start with the end of my eye and I create a wing. I'm gonna use the outer waterline, and then I'm just going to basically just draw a line out from there and then connect it, and that will be my wing. We're gonna do the same thing for our inner corner. In the waterline, I'm going to create a line. I don't go fully through, I just do the inner and then the outer. I leave the middle blank, but I'm going to put some right there, and then we're gonna do it on the top as well. And then the last thing that I'm gonna do to complete my eye look is create a little line. We're extending our eye a little bit. Ta-da. So quick, so easy. My full makeup routine really only takes me like 15 minutes to do, but whenever I'm explaining it, obviously it's gonna take a little bit longer. Now I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. This is what I do for my eyeliner. Now I'm just going to take a powder brush and I'm going to wipe off my bake. Okay. Damn, I use a lot of the same brushes. I should probably separate them a bit more. I'm gonna take the powder brush and I'm just gonna touch up my bronzer. Sometimes when I bake, it washes out my bronzer, so I'm just going to lightly go through it, but I'm not really adding much more. Just a little bit of color to my face since I lost some. We're gonna move on to blush. I'm using the Makeup by Mario blush stick in the shade Soft Pop. It's this really pretty, like, deep rose color. And I'm literally just going to put it on my cheeks like so. I like a lot of blush, so we're also gonna use a powder after this. Then I'm also gonna do some on the bridge of my nose because I like the little blush look. A little bit on my forehead. Don't ask why, because I really can't give you an answer as to why I do that, but it does its thing. I'm gonna use this Instapop cheek brush. We're gonna just kind of rub it in circles in, but very lightly because I don't want to take off all the makeup that I just put on this area. We're also gonna push this upwards as well to lift my face. Let's do the blush. I switch off between these two. This is a Morphe blush in the shade Copper Tunity, and then this is a Tarte blush in the shade Natural Beauty. The Tarte blush is a lot more pinky. This is a really good shade of blush. Fuck. And then the Morphe one's a lot darker. I feel like blush makes or breaks your makeup, especially what shade you're using. I like to switch it up based on just how I'm feeling. Today we're using the Morphe one, but I'm just going to swirl this into our cheeks. I also kind of just like scrunch my brush like this to make it thinner, and then I'll do my nose area. We're gonna go over our forehead a little bit. I feel like sometimes when you're doing your makeup, it feels like you're doing a lot, or it looks like it's a big difference, and then you get used to it and then you're like, oh shit, I actually didn't do a lot at all. I actually want to do more. So that's what we're doing. We're doing more. Word. We're getting towards the end. All we have left is highlight and then our lips. So I'm gonna use a Rare Beauty mist. It's the 4-in-1 mist. I'm almost out of it, as you can tell, and I'm going to set my face. I use a lot. It smells so good. It smells like eucalyptus. Very fresh. I feel like I could do some more. That's why I'm almost out. I use the Fenty Beauty highlighter. It's a duo highlighter, the shades Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. I don't know where my fan brush went, so I'm just gonna use this random brush. It's a small, it says small highlighting brush, but this is not small by any means. I mostly use the Fire Crystal side. I feel like it illuminates the most, and I'm just gonna go over my cheekbones. I'm gonna do a little bit on my forehead. This is another one of those things where it's like, don't ask why, I've just always done it, so I can't stop. I'm gonna do my chin, my upper lip, I'm gonna take a flat brush and I'm gonna do the top of my nose, or the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose. And lastly, we're gonna put it on our eyebrow bone. This is my favorite part to put highlight. I feel like it makes such a big difference. And there we go for highlight. This is bad lighting for doing my makeup, let me say. Last part of our makeup, I'm going to do my lips. I don't have any lip products. I have, well, that's a lie. I have like 3 lipsticks, but I don't have any lip liner. I'm almost out of gloss. Things are a little weird right now. My lip routine will definitely change very soon because I just need to get more products. But today I'm gonna use the Walk of No Shame Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. I'm not gonna line my lips because I just don't have it. I'm just gonna dab some on and then cool. Okay, that's the color. I'm gonna take my Dior concealer and I'm gonna put it in the middle of my lips. I'm gonna blend it out with my finger just to lighten them because I don't have a lighter lip gloss. And then I honestly don't really like this lip gloss. I feel like it's too shimmery, but I'm gonna use this Revolution Shimmer Balm lip gloss with vitamin E. And this is in the shade Starlight. I think I'd like it more if it was like a clear gloss, but it adds color and I don't like it. This is how my makeup looks in the light. I'm going to do my hair really quick because it makes a difference, and get ready because I am about to go thrifting to show y'all the final look. I just got done doing my hair. This is what my makeup looks like once I'm fully ready. Here it is close up. I'll show y'all far away as well. Ta-da! This is my current makeup routine. Sorry, I'm not really the best at explaining how I do my makeup. This is what I've been doing so far. That's it for this video. I'm about to go thrifting and I'm filming it for another YouTube video. So if you're watching this right now, make sure you check out that vlog that I'm posting this week as well. And don't forget to subscribe. I love y'all so much. I'll see y'all in the next video. Love you.